Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. Karo here. We will be reading for end of September 2025. And let's see what messages I will have for you, Sagittarius. So before September ends, I need to complete all my series. And now you are next. Not much left though. I have also a few other signs after you, so happy to be able to come to this point. I have also performed a collective reading for this autumn equinox. Check that out too, if you haven't yet. That can be also some additional information for you. It's called the Equinox Portal. So for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what they need to know for this end of September 2025, Sagittarius consciousness. Sagittarius, your first message is Page of Swords. Your second message is Page of Cups. Your third message is Six of Wands, Five of Swords, and also we have the Eight of Wands. Nice. Don't worry about the Five of Swords though. The energies will be very transformative at this time. So in any kind of a difficult energy, actually, we will take it and in a way transform it. So Sagittarius friends, I will also now I will also clarify the tarot cards now. So clarifying for Sagittarius, I'm clarifying your first card, Page of Swords. Page of Swords is clarified with the key, successful outcome to your problems. Page of Cups clarified by the vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Six of Wands clarified by the diamond. You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. Five of Swords clarified by the lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Eight of Wands will be clarified with time to act, lion. Now, why don't we get animal spirits that can help you from this oracle? Trusting animal wisdom. We have the tiger. Tiger, tiger, burning bright. By the way, Patti Smith has a wonderful reading of that poem. Check that out in YouTube. You can find it, of William Blake's. Tiger brings us the divine timing. Good things come to those who wait. Wow. Okay. Nice one. You have the guidance too. Okay, I'm happy to bring the news to you, Sagittarius, because I think I believe deep down these readings can really help signs to navigate these circumstances. Of course, these are general readings, they are not a personal reading, but at least for the collective energy of your sign, you can, I think, grab a few things here. So how you gonna handle the information? I think this is the way to speak about it. Page of these pages, this Five of Swords, Eight of Wands is a mercurial card. This is about how you handle information. So, Sagittarius friends, end of September 2025, how do you handle information, conflict, and also timing? I think some clarity is coming for you for this end of September, especially clarity about what you have been investigating so far, or studying so far, or maybe some questioning you were making. This is now bringing some resolution. Finally, curiosity lead you to the solution. Plus, your subtle observations. Well, Page of Swords can be also stalking. Your subtle observations, picking information, anything about getting information. There is a solution or some key answer here you are finding, and it can be really crucial. But the thing is, how you're gonna handle this information? Is this something actually breaking you or empowering you? Because with the Page of Cups, this can be, for instance, like a search for a love interest or someone important you want to connect. But what you learn can bring some vulnerabilities here, because the vulture energy is now warning us towards emotional vulnerability. Plus here, there can be some anxieties around who you can trust, who you can lean on to. Is it wise for me to go and show up there and acknowledge them or getting into conversation with them? Of course, please don't let paranoia to eat your heart here, okay? With these feelings, you may be also some Sagittarius, by the way. At the meanwhile, there's some type of a truth moment here. Okay, some success, some acknowledgement, some gift. Or you will be giving this to a person, this gift, but they act very weird. Or you are given a gift, but it turns out to a bit awkward, cringe situation. Okay, so we need to be aware of that. However, if this is like your triumph moment, there is some recognition and success here. And literally, you may be getting a gift. The gift here, of course, is not necessarily like a souvenir or something. I don't know what's the English word, but a paper that of your success, for instance, some diploma, some paper that you complete something. Okay. So there is, yeah, it can be literal and symbolic gift actually. And this is like affirming your worth. So you are like celebrating your wins. Okay. So you say, okay, this is well earned. And I'm seeing also like you are here maybe measuring the reactions or responses of others after you win this thing. The thing is that we need to approach this information gathering, maybe testing a group of people's responses towards us, how we acknowledge yourself. You know, we need to a bit go with the careful handling in this, because lightning energy is pointing out some tension, some rivalry, some conflict, and this conflict could tempt you to lash out. You have to control your energy here, okay? Or you can really regret it. You know, it's better when you walk away from victories which are not really. It's like the low-hanging fruit victories, okay? Like, because you're coming from actually a strong point, so no need to get into the some kind of a no victory situation. I mean, here things can. It's like you have to. You bring yourself to an advantageous position towards a group of people, but when you act in a certain way, actually, where you are advantageous, you become like less advantageous. So you give power to people who do not actually deserve. So that we need to do a bit checking. And it's interesting because divine timing, good things come to those who wait. It seems there is a transitional time here. Eight of Wands, strike when the iron is hot. Lion, time to act. Now, at this point, when timing is right, act boldly. Lion, tiger, right? Also, communication, travel, or opportunities, they can move very fast. So you may be waiting for them, and when the time comes, you choose your actions with courage and purpose, and you just move along with them. But here there is an element of waiting. It does not want you to rush. At some point in your heart, carry that feeling and idea of the divine timing. Because, not every impulse in this life needs immediate action, right? There are times when we wait for the right moment. When it comes, we move with strength, and it's like the universe is meeting us there. So here, adjust yourself in a very accordingly position that you meet the universe at that fine point. So it's a bit like you have an information how you handle it, but how you going to balance between the impulse and timing is, I think, the case here. So you need to stay sharp, if you ask me. Another advice would be to check your temper, to keep your temper in check, and you got to trust the flow here. The key element, there is an information here, and consecutively a solution too. There is a recognition here, but patience and power are the ones who will create the unstoppable success for you. So I think you're gonna show up at a place like a time machine will scan you, and then gonna fusion your body to a place. Like you are like this time traveler, but you have to like in the old movies, how this time is actually explored. It's a movie classic. Like how you show up in that exact right moment has to be right, but your timing, that is also important. A bit of divine timing, you exactly need to be present at the right time, at the right place. That's why sometimes, if you get into that uncontrolled anger or some kind of aggressive situation, this can really, a bit turn the situation against you. I think there you have to free will. There is like a delicate adjustment, because at this point, if you are like, let's say, hiding and waiting, there is this one point you will come out. Okay, acceptable, but your next move from that needs to be on time, and don't lose time with a low hanging fruit type of victory. Seems like cringe situation, for instance. Okay, so that can be the case here. Plus, the information you handle, this is also mirroring the Eight of Wands there, is actually giving you a good grasp of how you're gonna act when the timing comes. But here, at some point, you may get lost. So that's why be careful. Actually, the first card give way to the last card, right? I find the information, the necessary thing. I will act on it. But why I am losing time here, like I feel like there is that version of you, like you have to show up with that version of you, and it's more of like your created self that you will show others. But it can really create that conflict. I don't know, like if your situation involves some kind of a layer that you can instantly actually connect to that information action time with the divine timing, this actually saves you from losing energy here. So just don't get impulsive. Timing will be very important for you. Plus, this can be also like, for instance, in terms of love, there is a person, for instance, you don't see each other for some time. You somehow, let's say, get information about them, you show up, but it turned out to, just to make sure when you're gonna show up or gonna reach out, what is happening in their life, like in what point you can, for instance, make your cameo. But it can go like really completely different than you actually foresee. So, um, but actually, this is not the main action you need to get to. There is something more to that. That's why I think one message here is like, don't miss the original goal. Don't miss the main target. Okay, keep your eyes on the original goal. So this is maybe how I can sum it up for you. Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed your reading and can be insightful for the end of September. If you have a personal tarot question, you can always find me in my live streams called Karo is Answering Your Tarot Questions on YouTube. So we can also make one-on-one session there. So thank you so much for your interest to my reading, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.